Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos here in Disneyland Paris. Today is another lovely day in Disneyland Paris, in Disneyland Park. It's sunny, there are some clouds, but it is still a pretty sunny day. And I am off to go to PLAZA Gardens to eat lunch today, which is very exciting because since the pandemic started, they've had to obviously change a lot of the restaurants here, particularly the buffet restaurants. And PLAZA Gardens used to be a buffet restaurant. I've eaten there several times before. You can watch me eat there if you want to in some of my previous vlogs. Way back to like 2013, I think. That was probably the first time I ate there, and then quite a few times ever since. I actually did a recent video a few years ago where I ate breakfast at PLAZA Gardens, and that was a character breakfast. So these are obviously all things that were happening before the pandemic, and they probably will come back at some point. You know, we all have our fingers crossed that they will come back eventually. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it's going to be like now that they can't have a buffet. A parade's about to happen as well. That's the castle, currently under renovation. Anyway, PLAZA Gardens is just here, if you're wondering. It's at the top of Main Street, so once you get to the end of Main Street, when you get to the park, on your right hand side, right next to the castle. And it's actually a very, very popular restaurant for guests here at Disneyland Paris. So let's go and check it out together. So already there seems to be a bit of a queue even for reservations, which makes sense because, again, because of the pandemic, they are trying to keep places limited and making sure that not everyone is, you know, entering at the same time. So we're just going to wait here until it's time to go in. So one thing that's definitely changed about going into, I think, any restaurant here in Disneyland Paris is that you do need to do like a track and trace situation. So you scan a code with your phone and then you just kind of put your name and information in, just in case obviously that anything happens and you're in contact with anyone who has COVID. Let me just change my name back because I've definitely written that wrong. It's really hard to type with one hand. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to fill this in and then we're going to be going in soon.
Bienvenue.
Bonjour, merci.
C'est juste à la porte.
D'accord. So I'm in the restaurant now, just waiting for my turn. Everyone here has reservations, so it's just a case of, you know, telling them what kind of reservation was, and then them giving you all the information, and then I think you're off. Bonjour, merci.
Je vous écoute pour l'heure et le nom de la réservation, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, Samar Nasseri, à 2h14.
Vous allez choisir le repas à table avec le serveur.
D'accord.
Et la boisson dans un moment avec ma collègue.
D'accord, et on paye ici aussi. D'accord. Merci.
Je vous en prie.
Parfait. So basically, they just said that you choose your menu later on with your server, but you choose your drink over here and you pay here as well. But I haven't even had a chance to look at the menu yet. You can scan it beforehand, but I didn't. The cast member said it's absolutely fine. They do have these normal, regular, old menus as well. But if you do want to scan it, if you don't want to touch menus, you can do that too. And that's where you can scan it over there. They do have that face, the Mickey face scanner, in other parts of the restaurant when you enter as well. So I've just paid for my meal. One person here, I got apple juice for myself, jus de pomme. And obviously that was the place that I paid. And yeah, I haven't chosen my meal yet. I can do that when I sit down. If you're interested as to how much my meal cost, it was 30 euros, just over 30 euros with my annual pass discount. So I'm at my table now. That only took about maybe 5 minutes from the minute we got to the restaurant up until I ordered my drink, paid for it, and then I was, you know, taken to my table here. I've actually got a table for 4, which is very nice because I've got a lot of space, but it's obviously just me. I am gonna take my mask off now because you're allowed to do that when you're sat down here in the restaurant. They have provided every single table with some hand sanitizer as well and hand gel, which is lovely. I have my own hand sanitizer anyway, so I carry one with me all the time, but it's nice to know that in case you've run out, they do look after you and make sure that you're as safe as possible. Also, I touched on this before very quickly, but if you're wondering, the price for this was €30.60 for me with my Infinity Pass. But if you don't have an annual pass, the regular price for this dinner, lunch, meal would be €36 for an adult, which I think is one of the better priced restaurants here in Disneyland Paris. Some of the restaurants here can be quite expensive. We're talking Waltz, we're talking even Cher Remy, Auberge de Cendrillon, Lord have mercy, that used to be quite an expensive one. So yeah, this is a bit better priced, a bit more affordable, and normally it gives you pretty good food as well. So again, I don't know what it's going to be like now. I have actually decided to go for the chicken, I think. The options are chicken, roasted chicken, I think, rotisserie chicken. They've got a filet of pollock, which is fish. They've also got a vegan option here, which is really nice. It's a risotto option, so if you're a vegan person, you can enjoy at least one option here, so that's good. That's progress at least. They have a veal option as well as a shrimp penne, and yeah, that's it. These are the main dishes. And of all of these dishes, I think my favorite one is gonna have to be the chicken. If it wasn't the chicken, I would have gone for the veal, but yeah, it's either the veal or the chicken, but I love chicken so much, so I'm gonna try that one. So a lovely cast member just came in and brought me my apple juice, which is exciting. I love apple juice. I haven't had apple juice in a while. And she also explained about the starters. So for the starters, the main starter is like an assortment of little things, meats normally. And she said if you don't want that, you can always replace it with a salad. It took me a while to decide what I wanted. Bless, I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And in the end, I decided to just go with the main regular assortment dish that they have, because as much as I love salad too, I think salads can be quite boring, especially when you're eating out. So I want to try like the most exciting options that I can whilst I'm here. So we've gone for that.
Alors, vous avez besoin de choisir les plats.
Oui, j'ai choisi. Donc, oui, oui, merci, merci. Merci beaucoup. I'm really glad I went for the assortment option, guys, because it's a lot. I think it's literally like a selection of everything that would have been on the menu if it was a buffet back in the days. They've got some scary looking things here. Things with eyes, you'll be seeing it in a second, but yeah, there's a lot going on here. A lot. Some meat, some I think maybe hummus potentially. There's some salmon there, some potatoes, some cream. They've also given me some bread as well, and I'm really excited about the bread because I love bread, you know, bread is always good. Okay, well, the aim is to try basically everything that's on the table because I want to see what it's all about. The bread's just a standard bread. I think I'm going to start with some of the kind of slightly more regular looking things like the meat stuff here. Maybe some of this. I might make myself like a small sandwich, maybe, we'll see. This is my sandwich. So that was lovely. I'm now going to try one of these things to see if it tastes any different. I think I'm just going to try it on its own, to be honest, first, and then if I like it, I'll continue it with some bread. Wow. Wow, okay. This one tastes a bit stronger than the other one, I think. I'm not sure which of them I prefer, to be honest. They're both really good. I might mix them both and just make myself a sandwich. But before I do that, I am going to quickly try this one too. I think this probably will just be like regular ham. That's what it looks like, but why not? I like trying new things. I mean, it's not even new. It's just ham, but I like trying everything. Okay, that actually tasted quite bland. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely my least favorite of the three that I've tried so far. So I think I'm gonna stick with the first two, make myself a sandwich, enjoy that, and then we're gonna move on to the fish and the seafood side on the other side of the plate. So I'm trying not to eat too much bread because otherwise I'm just gonna fill up and I'm not gonna have enough space for my main course. But I did eat a lot of it with my two favorite pieces of the meat that we saw. I've just noted that there's one more thing here that I haven't tried, and it's this thing here. This is what it looks like. Now, I don't really know what this is. I have no idea. I might just be an idiot and not know, but let me know in the comments if you can tell what this is. Is it like, is it fish? Is it meat? Who knows? We're gonna try it anyway though, because I'm curious. I have no idea what it is, guys. I have to be honest with you, I have no idea, but it tastes really lovely. Like, I love this thing. I feel like I don't even need the bread, honestly, because these all taste so nice on their own. Right, we've moved on to the middle section now, which is basically quite boring, regular things such as coleslaw, I think that's what it is, some cherry tomatoes, which I do actually really enjoy, and I'm pretty sure this third one here, it's got to be hummus, right? We're still going to try them all, but I don't think they're anything too special. Right, so the tomato is just a tomato. As far as tomatoes goes, to be honest, it's quite a good one. For the hummus, or at least what I think is hummus, I am going to use this last bit of bread that I've got left. There you go, this is what it looks like. It's definitely not hummus. It's something fishy. It's like a puree of fishiness. I mean, I do like it. I think if you're a big fan of seafood, you would love this. But yeah, I just think it's hilarious that I was so adamant it was going to be hummus, and it's definitely not. So don't be like deceived by what it looks like. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fish in this. This here, not hummus, but a lot of fishiness. Right, we've moved on to the final stage of this plate, which is all the sea stuff. This is something that I'm really curious about. It just looks like a mini pancake, to be honest. So I'm not really sure what it's doing next to all the fishiness. But, oh, maybe I should try it with this cream thing that's next to it. That's what I'm gonna do. This is it. I think that cream thing is actually meant for the fish, like for the salmon, rather than the pancakes or the mini pancakes or whatever they are. The little pancake things are really nice though. Maybe not on their own. I should probably put something on them. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do these two together. Maybe that can be an interesting combination. Let's try it. There you go. You know what? The more I eat this, the more I actually really like it. It's something that I might order again. And I'm really glad because I feel like if this wasn't what it's like right now, this restaurant, I probably would never have even gone to like try this. But now, because it's no longer a buffet, I'm trying new things, which is always fun. Okay, it's time for the salmon. I'm actually very excited about this one because the salmon looks really nice and fresh, and I really do enjoy salmon. So I'm gonna try it with some of my bread here. They give you 3 pieces of bread, by the way. You would have seen it already. I've just had one of them so far, so I've got 2 left. If I eat this, it's gonna be 1.5 left. We're doing some simple maths here. I don't know why, but let's try this lovely, huge, wow, piece of salmon. So I'm just gonna place it on here. Maybe I'll put some of the cream as well, but I'm gonna try it without that white cream first, just on its own like this, and then we'll try it later. That salmon is wonderful. It's lovely. It's so nice. It's fresh. It's quite juicy as well. It just like melts on your tongue. I don't know. I really enjoy this. Let's try another piece, and this time we're gonna use some of that white creamy sauce thing that's next to the salmon to see if it, you know, adds anything to the taste. It probably will, let's be real. This is what it looks like now. Oh my god, this looks so nice. I'm so excited to try it. That white thing is basically like cream cheese, and it goes really well with salmon. I love salmon sandwiches with cream cheese, and the combination right now is phenomenal. I'm going to try some of the coleslaw now, which is just here. It's just regular coleslaw. There's nothing too special about it, but it is nice. If you like coleslaw, you will enjoy it. So as you can see at this point, I have tried a bit of everything apart from this thing here, which is of course I don't even know what it is. Crab? I don't really know. All I know is that it's staring at me, and it's a little bit scary, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I don't even know how to try it. I don't even know which part of it I'm meant to eat, but we'll go for it. Right, I've picked one up, and it's actually not as scary as I thought it would be. I mean, look at him. He's just a friendly little guy. I almost don't want to eat him because I just feel bad. But joke aside, I'm not even sure, like, oh my god, he's got legs and everything. What is this? What is going on? Right, I'm not really sure which parts of him I'm allowed to eat, so we're going to try our best to find the meat in him. I'm guessing you just do like that. Yeah, okay. And then you take some of it out. Okay. And then you just maybe eat the meat inside it, which is not a lot of meat, let's be real. But this is so messy, guys. I'm not even joking. This is what the meat inside looks like. I'm guessing I'm allowed to eat this. Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna try it though, and if something happens to me, at least we can say it was for the benefit of anyone coming to Disney anytime soon. So I had it one of those mini pancakes, just because I was a little bit nervous that it might be a bit much to taste, but the taste is actually quite mild. The taste of the actual Sebastian. Let's call him Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, because I don't know, he looks a bit like him. Now that I have tried one though, I don't think I'm gonna have the rest. They give you 4, and so yeah, 3 of them are still there looking at me. It's not bad. I'm glad I tried it, but it's not my favorite thing on here. And I've still got a few other things that I would like to eat, such as the coleslaw, that fishy thing, the fishy dip, and even some of the meat from the start. So I'm going to focus on those because I want to make sure I've got enough space. Because already I'm starting to feel a bit full, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'm not going to waste my stomach on things that I'm not too keen on. Right, I'm not sure if as a solo diner I was meant to have eaten all this food, but as you can see, I have eaten basically everything on here. There are a couple of things I didn't eat too much of, like the tomatoes, because it was just tomatoes. The coleslaw I tried a bit. That I really liked actually. Obviously these crabby things we haven't eaten much of. But yeah, even the bread, I ended up having most of the bread as well. This is the only piece of bread that I didn't eat because I'm really full now and I've got a full main course to come, so I had no idea. I feel like I'm eating a lot at the moment, but it's okay. It's also worth mentioning that if you do ask just for some water, some tap water, they will bring you some. You don't have to pay any extra because obviously you get one drink with your course here, which was apple juice for me. There's other options as well, obviously, but I went for apple juice. And then you can ask for some water for free if you want. So my main dish has arrived and it looks incredible. So as you can see, we've got chicken here and it's almost like a half chicken. It's quite a big piece of chicken and it's roasted. We've got some roasted potatoes as well. We've got some broccoli here and a tomato. So yeah, it looks really, really nice. I'm excited to be eating something warm as well because my appetizer was completely cold. Like everything on that plate that you saw earlier would have been cold stuff. But this is obviously going to be warm, so really looking forward to the chicken in particular. It looks incredible. Okay, I'm going to cut into the chicken now and see what it tastes like. I'm going to have a bit of the chicken on its own first and then I'll try it with potatoes and whatnot. It's incredible. I think it's cooked really, really well because it's not dry and I don't like dry chicken at all, so this has enough juice in it that it just tastes lovely even on its own. Again, I could easily just eat the chicken on its own without all the sides next to it, but obviously I am going to try some of the potato as well. This is the roasted potato. Looks really nice. Tastes nice too. And then the broccoli, I mean, it's just going to be broccoli. I don't think it's anything exciting, but we're going to try it just for the sake of this video. It's just broccoli. I'm going to try a bit more of the chicken here. It looks to be like a bit of chicken breast. So chicken breast and some wings as well. So it's basically like a half chicken, I would say, almost. And as I said, I'm really surprised as to how good this tastes because normally I do prefer chicken thighs and chicken legs. Like I prefer darker meat when it comes to chicken. And obviously chicken breast, as you can see, this is not very dark. But it still is very juicy and really nicely cooked. So I'm going to have this next piece with some potato next to it. So a combo, if you like. This is really, really nice. Right, I'm going to finish this up and I'll speak to you afterwards. So as you can see, I have finished my food. Now I'm not sure if they're trying to go for a similar vibe to before, like a buffet vibe and giving you loads and loads of food, or if it was just a lot of food anyway. But as you can see, I have finished basically everything apart from the tomato, and that's just because I'm not the biggest fan of tomato when it's with hot food. I eat tomato with like salads and stuff, but not necessarily on its own or if it's with food that isn't salad. But yeah, really, really nice. So I am incredibly full right now. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to have any sort of dessert, but if you're wondering what dessert is, they have two options again. One is meant to be like the standard dessert, which is what it's called PLAZA Gardens Petit Four is what it says on the menu here, but it does say at the bottom of it that the PLAZA Gardens Petit Four can be replaced with a fruit salad, just ask. So I'm just going to go with the standard option, even though I'm probably not going to be able to eat a lot. I'll try and eat a bit of everything if I can anyway. But yeah, if you don't want that, you can always go for a salad option, which is nice. You know, it's nice to have options. I am just incredibly full right now. I have no idea how I managed to eat all of it and how anyone is able to eat all of that. Like, Lord have mercy. I don't think I expected it to be this much food, to be honest, but I guess it does make sense because this used to be a buffet and I think they want to make sure that they give as much food as they would have before, because, you know, with buffets, people can eat as much as they want. You know, that's kind of the idea of it, is to eat as much as you want, all you can eat. So maybe that's why. But I think what really filled me up before I even started my main course was the entree, the appetizer. Like, that was a lot. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten a lot of that. Maybe I should have just tasted a little bit of it, but it was so nice that I wanted to eat it. It's alright. If I can't finish my desserts, I'll just take them in the hotel and eat them later. So my dessert has arrived. It's literally quite a big plate with 4 little cakes on it. I'm pretty happy actually with the fact that it's not as big as I thought it would be. So as you might be able to see now, there are 4 little mini cake type things on there. The first one is like this maybe white chocolate looking thing with cream on it and a Minnie Mouse bow, which does look actually really cute. Then we've got a chocolatey, maybe chocolate ganache type of thing with some orangey things on it, maybe some pistachios as well. Then we've got a red, maybe like creamy biscuity type thing. I'm actually kind of worried about this one because I don't like strawberries at all. So if this is a strawberry tasting one, I'm not going to enjoy this one. And then lastly, we've got this green meringue type of thing, which looks really interesting. And I'm not actually a big dessert person at all. If I were to be coming to this restaurant pre-COVID, and if it was like just a buffet as it used to be, I probably wouldn't be eating dessert at all. I would probably just fill up with like regular food, you know, main courses and appetizers, and I just probably wouldn't eat any dessert. I'm not much of a dessert fan, to be honest with you. I do like some desserts, like chocolate I like, but I'm just not into, you know, trying all sorts of different desserts. But I am curious, particularly about this one, so I am going to try at least one bite of all of this, which is quite brave of me because, like I said, I don't like strawberry, and this one over here very much looks like it's going to be a strawberry type of thing. So I will still try it. I'll take a bite of it. If I don't like it, obviously I won't have to finish it. But yeah, I was going to start with the cute mini looking thing first, the mini bow, but I think I'm going to save that one to last and actually start from the right hand side, which is this green meringue type of thing. So I'm just going to take a bite. Okay, wow. Tastes a bit like lemon cake. That has a very sour taste. I didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be sweet, but it's definitely very, very sour. So I would say it's some kind of lemon cake maybe. Again, not my thing. I don't really enjoy desserts like this, so I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't eat the rest of it. I wouldn't order it myself. I wouldn't take it if this wasn't like given to me. Next we have this thing here. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't know, it does smell quite nice actually. It doesn't smell like strawberry, so maybe it might be something else. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is strawberry. You know what? It doesn't taste bad from the little bite that I took. I feel like if you enjoy fruity type of desserts, you probably would enjoy this. Then we have this one, which I'm actually really looking forward to because I do like chocolate desserts normally, and this looks like dark chocolate with some maybe white decorations on it, white chocolate decorations, and I'm not sure what this is, but there seems to be some pistachio on the top, so we'll take a bite anyway. Okay, this is definitely more my thing. I like this. Who knows, I might even finish it. I didn't end up finishing that chocolate ganache type thing, by the way. I ate maybe like 3/4 of it, but then I told myself no, because I am genuinely really, really full. However, we do have one last dessert to try, and it's the mini bow dessert, which just looks really cute, you know. I love cute looking food. So it looks to be some kind of cake. I have no idea what kind of cake though. There is cream on it obviously, and maybe like a white chocolate thing. I think that might be white chocolate, the mini bow. We'll have a bite. No idea what it is, but it tastes a little bit like a carrot cake. Now bear in mind, I don't have a lot of experience in carrot cakes or just desserts generally speaking, so I'm not familiar with a lot of different desserts, but it does taste nice. In fact, I'm going to take another bite. Well, there it is. That's my meal done. Like I said quite a few times in this video, I am very, very full, incredibly full. I feel like this meal at Plaza Gardens is definitely good value because they give you a lot of food. Now, for the purposes of information, you know, I obviously don't have kids, I'm not here with a child, but if you want to see what the child menu looks like as well, the children's menu, I'll leave it here right now so you can have a quick look. It does look like it's quite similar to the adult menu, but maybe a bit more kid friendly, so slightly more plain stuff rather than the more exciting versions for the adults. But yeah, I don't know if you can see very well behind me, but throughout the past hour and a bit that I've been in this restaurant, I've definitely seen quite a lot of families with kids here. Like there's a lot of kids around me. I've been hearing them screaming, chatting, laughing, you know. It's a very kid-friendly restaurant, I would say. Now obviously this used to be even more kid-friendly back in the days when they would have characters here for breakfast, but they never had characters for lunch and dinner anyway, so that's not changed. That's the same as before. It's just that it's no longer a buffet. The cool thing about this kind of service is that because I've already paid, like I paid at the start, I can just leave anytime I want now, so I don't have to wait for my server to come or anything. I've had 2 servers, by the way, in case you're interested, so I think the timing of when I came, my reservation was for 2 p.m, but I didn't actually get into the restaurant until about 2, I want to say, or 2. And yeah, both of my servers have been really, really good. I've had 2 different groups of people next to me, just on the table here. When I first arrived here, there were two men already sat there. I think they were like almost finished, and then they left, and then a solo person actually came. So it was kind of nice to have a solo diner next to me. She was a French-speaking woman, and I overheard her talking to the waiter about how she doesn't like any of the dessert options, because the waiter basically was showing my desserts to her so that she would kind of see what's available, and she was like, I don't like any of them, and I think she ended up not getting any dessert in the end because she wasn't, you know, she wasn't sure. She wasn't going to go for the, she basically was like asking about the fruit salad as well, and I think in the end she decided she didn't want any dessert, so she left. So she's gone now, and I'm still here. I've been through two different groups of people, probably a lot of people behind me as well have come and gone, and I'm still here. The current time, if you are interested, is 16:23, which is 4:23, so I've been here nearly 2 hours, which is good. I like it when they don't rush you with your food. Like, the pacing of this meal has been really, really nice, and especially because it's been really busy. Like, the restaurant is really busy. It's a very popular restaurant. There are no more reservations left for today, and I don't think there are any for tomorrow either, or this weekend. So if you want to eat at this restaurant, especially right now during the pandemic, it's definitely recommended to make a reservation either online or on the app, because otherwise you might not be able to get in. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this table a little bit just to make it look a bit nicer, more presentable, and speak to you when I'm outside the restaurant. If you're wondering, by the way, this is where the buffet used to be. So obviously now they've closed this bit off, and I guess that's where the kitchens are as well, and they make the food there and they bring it to your tables instead. And this is a very big restaurant, so I was on the other side, but they've got another side here as well, and a pretty big side on the other side too, so quite a lot of seats. Well, there you go. That was my meal at Plaza Gardens post-COVID. I really enjoyed my meal. You saw everything I ate. Everything was delicious. For 30 euros as well, I thought that was really good. You know, a lot of food, a lot of nice food, nicely cooked food, fresh food. I thought the service was good, nothing like extraordinary, but it was pretty good. I liked the fact that, you know, I could spend 2 hours there relaxed. A lot of people might not like this, but in France especially, service is actually quite slow, because that's just in the French culture. They want you to enjoy your food and sit down and relax, and like, it's in their culture basically to take your time with every meal. So if you don't like that, maybe you just have to tell your waiter to be a bit more quick with it, because otherwise I think the norm is to take their time with things. I do want to also give a massive shout out to the cast member that was working at the front of Plaza Gardens. She was here when I first checked in. Like, she was the one who spoke to me at the start when I had to tell her my name, the time of my reservations, etc. Unfortunately I didn't get her name, but she was lovely. I saw her at the end as well just now, and she asked me how the meal was. She was like, ça a été, which means it was good, and I was like, yeah, parfait. And she wished me a great afternoon, and it was just nice. It was a nice way to end the journey, you know, start it with her and end it. So big shout out to her. And yeah, that's basically the end of this video. So Plaza Gardens here. Let me know in the comments if you've eaten here before, whether it was pre-pandemic or post-pandemic, if you've liked it. I mean, I've always been a fan of this restaurant. I feel like it's definitely one of the better options here in terms of sit-down restaurants, and definitely affordable as well, considering, like I said, a lot of the sit-down meals here in Disneyland Paris can be very expensive. So I definitely recommend it, and I think it's still just as good as it was before. I think I might even prefer it now, because it gave me the opportunity to try new things, which I probably wouldn't have tried if it was a buffet. So yeah, that's it. Love the restaurant, loving Disneyland Paris. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram for more content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.